Speaking of. Shut up! And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
It is New Year's Day. You won't be hearing us on New Year's Day, but it is New Year's Day.
Chris is missing watching his alma mater get their ass kicked.
They are, but they're about to score.
Football playoffs.
They're about to score.
They're about to score, and that'll make you lose money, so
It'll
it's
make
not
me
a good
lose
thing.
No, and we were just talking about it, and the bottom line is, I went to Arizona State. They don't belong here. Texas is so much better than them, and so are Penn State and Boise State last night. Penn State pretty much did what they wanted when they wanted. I don't like the whole new setup, and I'm looking at this ASU game going, they're ranked higher than Texas, and granted, they're only 14 down, but
are they ranked higher than Texas, or
they're
are they seated higher than Texas?
They're seated higher because they won the Big 12. But the whole point is they're not a better team. They're not even in the league.
No.
So all of my guys back home, you're going to say, fuck you, man. You're wrong, dude.
No, but what it's doing is giving everybody that opportunity. They've always won it, how come you're not going to give Boise a chance? They are undefeated, and then you see what happens when it happens. They get their ass kicked. So it is what it is, and it is.
All right, so just an update.
Yeah.
Texas just held them first and goal from the 2, and then ASU got a safety.
Man, these motherfuckers don't care. They're going to be listening to this 3 days later.
17-5. There's football fans here.
Yeah, but the 3 days later, they don't care about the details of a fucking game. Yeah, you're wrong. I hate you and you should die. But speaking of death, let's just hit it right off the bat. We ended 2025. And now here's the results for them.
Someone's gonna die. Who will it be? We don't know, so we gotta keep score for a whole year, and then I hope you die, so I can win a cheap bottle of liquor and get real drunk. So
Yeah, I'm anxious to see the who won too, because I don't know.
Yeah, me and Carmen actually just sat down not that long ago and put together the results, and not that many people died this year that we had on the list. All right.
Okay.
Let's go down from last to first place. Last place was tied by shit tons of people.
Was 0?
At 40. Well, okay. Last place was 0. But on the leaderboard, last place, I should mean. This year, the leaderboard, Shingo, Alex, Daddy White, and Kevin Connor, and Get Pussy. 5 people all tied at 49 due to Shannon Doherty's death. Doherty? Is that it? Doherty?
Doherty.
Duty?
Doherty.
Duty.
Duty.
Duty. Shannon Duty.
Shannon Dookie.
Shannon Duty. She finally bit it. Everybody, not everybody, but 5 different people, 6 different people had him on their list. All right. And they all got 49 points. If you've never got on the scoreboard before, I don't remember some of these people did. I know Daddy White's a past winner, so he was definitely on the scoreboard before. This might be Kevin Connor's first hit. I'm not sure. Shingo, I'm not sure. I feel like Alex has got a hit before. He's been on the board before. But congratulations, guys. You did make the board this year. That's an accomplishment in itself sometimes, and it's hard. Also, by the way, Celebrity Death Pool, in case you guys have no fucking clue what we're talking about. This is a pool we do every single year for the last 4 years now, and we'll do it again here in a couple weeks. We'll probably do the entries for next year's, where you are to pick a celebrity. They have to have a Wikipedia page. They have to be researchable. I got to find it. You can't name Todd down the hall that's just fat. We can't be doing that. But
Kazel wanted to do that.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people wanted to do it. Yeah, they always wanted to do it.
Kazel's like, I'm getting in.
Yeah.
I'm getting in this year, and I'm picking a couple of you guys, like you and you. And he pointed to somebody else that I can't mention. But
he just picked out to the fatties the people that
told Matt, I'm picking you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Matt would have been on a couple of people's list. I would have made a list or two. Maybe I should be. Either way, you have to have a Wikipedia page, and in order to score, you take 100 minus the age of their death. So if they were 40 years old, you get 60 points, basically. And that's how you come up on the scoreboard. Everyone's welcome to play next year. shutupcincinnati@gmail.com.
There is no cost to play.
There is no cost to play.
Submit it.
You just have to join in. All right, so anyways, all those fellas, we have Get Pussy, Shingo, Alex, Daddy White, and Kevin O'Connor, all on the list at 49 with Shannon Doherty. Second place, and I didn't know it, yours truly. I did get a death this year.
And it got you second place?
It got me second place. He was only 41 years old. named Rob Burrow, rugby player out of somewhere over in Europe.
You picked him?
Well, I do research, dude. I actually try. So, yeah, I looked it up today. I didn't even know he died, but apparently he died in June. That's why I went through all the names that I didn't recognize and looked today just to make sure I wasn't missing anybody, because there was quite a few names I didn't recognize from.
He was
people.
only 41.
Only 41. Yeah, he had ALS or something. Like he was fucked up.
And that didn't get you the win?
Well, no. Unfortunately, it did not get me the win because you won the champion right here.
How many deaths? 3?
Just 2.
Shannon Doherty.
Doherty and Toby Keith. Toby Keith won it for you, basically. Toby Keith got you 38 points. They had top of that 49. You end it with 87 points this year. Is this your first death championship?
Yes.
Feels good, doesn't it?
It does feel
good. It shouldn't feel good. You're really.
Oh, no.
You're rooting for people to die.
I didn't wish for it. I
do every year. I was pissed. I didn't think I made the board. I've made the board every year. I'm one of the few.
I made the board every year.
Have you? Okay.
Yeah.
Not everybody does that. I'm one of the few. I'm
up
a past
until this
winner.
year, I would pick the old people. That were, I'd get the 2-pointers and shit like that.
I believe I won the initial death pool, and then Daddy White won 2 in a row.
You did, because I bought you a bottle of Maker's Mark.
Yeah, probably still some left.
It's still right there.
Yeah.
That's a 4-year-old bottle.
Yeah.
It's still half full.
Hey, dude, 4 years, that's aged.
Hey, now.
Does it get better?
I don't think it gets worse.
Whatever.
Hey, when you pay off that,
yeah,
I don't want bourbon.
You can give whatever you want.
Vodka.
Pick
me a vodka.
You're a vodka guy now.
I've got like 12 bottles of bourbon
a black chick or something?
No, I like vodka, but I've got like 12 bottles of bourbon at home. Don't need any more.
Fair enough. How much is that one with the... How much is Dan Aykroyd's vodka?
I don't know. I didn't even know he had a vodka.
Oh, yeah. It's shaped like a skull. It's like some kind of alien shit. Because he's
that
obsessed
sounds
with aliens.
good.
I think it's like $70 though. So
no.
No,
but any bottle of vodka is good.
But yeah, you win. You win the death pool this year. Congratulations. Like I said, we only had 3 people. Only 3 deaths on all the lists. Only 3 deaths.
3.
Well, I should change that. 4. Because 3 people picked Jimmy Carter. He died 2 years ago and got 0 points.
2 days ago.
Yeah, if he would have died earlier in the year, you could have got a point. But he was 100 at this time.
Yeah, you got nothing.
Sorry about your luck. You wasted everyone's time. But yeah, go ahead and pick a 99-year-old again, you douchebags. All right, so
I would like to thank everybody who helped get me here, Toby.
Fam.
And
I heard he got that
Shannon.
cancer for you.
I'm not glad he died.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not glad he died, but I don't do any research on these things. I pick the ones that I just think are fucked up. But I did with him. I watched an interview right before I turned my death pool in. He looked like a walking skeleton. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, all right.
So here's a list.
Wait, no.
What?
Was it last year Pee Wee Herman died?
I don't know. Why?
Because I got Pee Wee Herman.
Did you?
That must have been last year.
Maybe. I don't remember. I don't remember when he died. I don't even remember he died until you just said it. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah, because I had Pee Wee.
All right, so these are the people that you guys missed. We had all these people that, how many we have? 15, 16 people, 10 each, so 150, 160 people.
10 people each.
And we got 3. No one got Willie Mays. No one got Donald Sutherland. Some of these names I don't fucking recognize.
Donald Sutherland was in his 90s, wasn't he?
Yeah, true. Ricky Henderson. No one saw that one coming.
No.
Ricky Henderson didn't know Ricky Henderson was dying. You never knew. Quincy Jones, that would have been a big one. Ethel Kennedy, who gives a shit. Pete Rose, no one got Petey. Chris Christopherson. Old-ish. He was still got you probably 20 points or so. We got Tito Jackson, James Earl Jones, Phil Donahue, Bob Newhart.
Dude, you're talking all old people.
I'm just saying all the people that died that no one got. Lou Dobbs. We got Richard Simmons, and Richard Simmons was on list in the past. So the fact that he didn't get on anyone's list this year,
he's been on our wall here a million.
Well,
times.
that's Jim Carrey.
He was there.
I think he's above. Here he is. I believe in myself like never before. Well, you're dead now, so maybe you should give up that belief, sir. Jerry West was there. Bill Walton. They died. Steve Albini. O.J. Simpson. I mean, Dickie Betts. We had I don't even know half these fucking people. Richard Lewis, Toby Keith. Well, you got Carl Weathers, man, of Rocky fame.
Fucking no. Fuck Rocky fame.
Predator.
That was Chubbs Peterson from Happy Gilmore.
That's how you remember him?
No, of course I remember him as Apollo Creed.
I understand a certain generation remember him as Chubbs Peterson, but he's Apollo Creed.
He's Apollo Creed.
Or maybe you mentioned Predator or something like that. But I never think, until you just said it, that never pops in my head.
Chubbs, But Happy Gilmore was a pretty iconic movie.
It was a great fucking movie. I just don't. When I see that movie, I'm like, oh, there's Apollo Creed. I'm not thinking, I don't even know his name. He's just one of those dudes.
It was like fucking 25, 30 years after Rocky, and he's still buffed.
Oh, he was ripped.
Massive, dude.
All those guys. That's
why I don't understand how a fucking guy like that, who's obviously the picture of health his whole fucking life, dies. What did he die of?
I don't know how old he was. He probably had some kind of cancer or something.
Probably.
His butthole rotted out or something weird like that.
I don't want my butthole to ever rot out.
Yeah, no one wants it, but it happens.
I mean, I'll take one of those cancers that you don't know you have it until it's
What was it about the Rocky movies, though? All those guys are still beast, with the exception of Aidsy McGee, fucking
Tommy Morrison.
Yeah, Tommy Morrison.
He's dead.
Yeah, he did a little meth and AIDS and everything else and died. But everybody else, like Rocky's still ripped. Weathers died ripped.
Fucking Dolph Lundgren's
still ripped. He just broke Rocky's fucking neck or something like that a couple movies ago. One of those Expendable movies when all these old men try to do their own trick and then break their hip. But they're all still fucking ripped.
Massive. And you know what? I don't consider the Tommy Morrison one to be a Rocky movie.
No. Well, no, I do, because he was
training him.
Actually, it wasn't a bad man. Was that Rocky 5?
It was terrible.
It was all right.
They had to move back to the fucking ghetto.
Yeah, dude.
And then that horrible pimp that was managing him, trying to get him. That was a terrible movie.
I remember disliking the one after that.
And his son started smoking and experimenting with pot.
You probably remember that a lot more than I do.
I hated that one.
You were older than me, so like I still have that nostalgia of that. Probably came out when I was still a kid, So like it wasn't. If I watched it again today, I would probably say the same fucking thing.
Garbage.
But I'm not watching it today.
And he was such a horrible actor.
Hey guys, join us next year. The 2025 Death Pool is now open, and I will say the earlier you get this list in, the earlier you can start picking people. If you send the list in tomorrow, your list is live. You got 3 weeks maybe before other people because everyone else's list isn't due till February 1st. So get them in as early as possible. First show of February, we will go over the result, or not the results, but the entries and talk about it. And if you've nailed one in the meantime by putting them on the list and sending them, that will count for you and we'll give you credit for it.
And I'm trying to figure out, I've been going to Wikipedia trying to figure out how to make some of my friends a page.
I'll make them a page.
Yeah.
Page of
because you have to have a Wikipedia page. So
okay, yeah.
Trying to create a couple people I know, give them a Wikipedia page so I can choose them.
Nathan Brierly, professional poker player. To put a couple lies in. He won the
qualified for a satellite tournament leading to a $15 million Mallorca tournament.
He won the Blanchester Open. Fucking Brummy. It's just some stupid shit.
He's got the
just keep it going on.
Key to the city of Felicity.
How's your dreams been recently? Because I had a fucked up one.
My dreams have been pretty normal.
You don't smoke pot, really, do you? So
I eat gummies and smoke vapes
at night. Every night?
No, not every night.
Okay,
but sometimes.
Yeah. No, I mean, I only say that because a lot of times if you smoke pot, you don't really dream. From what I hear.
Really?
Yeah, because you don't, I don't know what it is. You don't get deep REM sleep. It's actually not, people smoke weed to go to sleep. It's not actually good to go to sleep high. You don't sleep properly. So a lot of times when I get my dreams is after I take the kid to school and then go back to sleep. And then I'll because I'm not high.
Yeah.
So then I'll fall into that deep sleep and get those fucking weird dreams. But I always have weird fucking dreams. There's always some kind of like haunted house shit going on, or somebody's always possessed. There's always devils and such. A lot of dark stuff in my dreams.
Devils and such.
Someone's always trying to kill me. I don't know what's up. But I had the weirdest fucking dream the other night, and it had some people we know in it. Nothing sexual, so don't get all weird on me right off the bat because it wasn't. It was gang warfare. All right.
Okay. Somehow
I pissed off Kendrick Lamar. I don't know how, but somehow Kendrick Lamar was after your boy Jason here.
I think he's got a violent side.
I don't know. I think Kendrick Lamar does what he does where he'll just say something and then all the Crips and Bloods are all behind him and they'll be the ones where he just sits back and chills. Because that's kind of what was going on with not Anthony Schultz, but Andrew Schultz. That's where I was, I think this is where it popped in my brain because I watched a bunch of videos about that where he called Andrew Schultz out in some kind of video or one of his songs for talking bad about black women or something like that.
Okay.
And ever since then, Schultz has been getting all these death threats and shit like that. But then he turned into it and said he was going to literally fuck Kendrick Lamar. Now he's bigger than him and he'll fuck him, and all this other stuff. Like, going on about raping him. And then took even a worse turn. You know what I mean?
And now you pissed him off.
And now, I have nothing to do with it. But not in this point. I'm talking about real life. Yeah. But, and so, all this got in my head apparently. And now when I went to sleep, I was now Andrew Schultz, apparently, because Kendrick was mad at me. I don't remember why. Weird.
I think he knows people.
All right, so in my head, all these gangsters start showing up. I'm like a house or something like that, and all these gangsters are showing up to kick my ass. And I'm freaking out because my people haven't showed up yet. In my head, my people are wrestlers. Like the people that I keep on calling, I'm calling like the Undertaker. Like, hey, Undertaker, come in. And all these wrestlers are supposed to come and help me fight these gangsters. And I'm waiting on that. Next thing I know, my door opens and all these manly trannies come in, just one after the other, like gay or cross-gender or something like that, all just ready to fight, and they're all on my side. That's who came to help. And then here comes Brent. Clear as day. Brent comes in, dressed like a cowboy, just ready to fucking fight. Like, you ready?
This is a real dream.
This is a real fucking dream. And I'm freaking the fuck out because I'm thinking, I'm supposed to fight all these gangster motherfuckers, and all I got here is a bunch of, gay dudes. I don't know if they're going to be able to fight or not.
So they were women to male.
Whatever
trans.
they were. It wasn't just trans. It was just like the whole LGBTQ community showed up to fucking help me fight against the gangster. It's a big community, sure. But I don't know about you. I'm not feeling that good going into the fight. If all I got on my side's the gays and they got the gangsters, I'm not feeling like I'm going to win.
You're thinking the gangsters all have guns.
Yeah, but even if they didn't, do you think, in my head, there was not a gun battle going on. We were going to go to battle, it was like Braveheart shit,
But Brent came in ready.
But Brent came in, dude, and the image of it just cracked me up when I thought about it later. It goes, what a fucked up dream. But the good news is the reinforcements came, dude. Next thing I knew, wrestlers are, John Cena's showing up and all this shit's showing up, and then I woke up. I mean, they never got to the actual fight. But it was just the weirdest fucking dream because I remember clear as
days. That's like one of those dreams where you need to see a therapist.
Yeah, what does that
mean?
What does that mean? Yeah. Maybe, what I take it as is the gays have my back. I've always been out for them.
I think the gays do have your back. Is that your phone going off?
I don't know. I just ignore my phone.
Hey, can you put yours on silent, man? That's really inappropriate.
It's actually both of ours.
It is?
Well, it's both of our things, but it's just Nathan now just woke up and realized that they attacked someone down in New Orleans. That's what happened. So that's why he's on our death pool, is because he don't wake up till 3:30, and that's not usually a healthy man's cycle.
Yeah.
But no, that's how my dreams go. And I have a lot of those kind of fucking dreams where they're very vivid. They're always violent, but a lot of times the violence doesn't actually happen. It's just a lead up to the violence.
I don't have weird
and
ones
like
that.
like in the same thing when like the demons and all that stuff, they never get me. I always somehow win or just wake up, but either way, but I'll have a lot of the same dreams going back to an old house I lived at college that was somehow, possessed or something. It's
full of mold
weird,
and asbestos.
Well, yeah, but not in my head. It's full of the devil. I'm battling demons in my sleep, dude. I don't know what y'all doing.
You got a lot. You got all the gays and you got all the WWE on your side. You're good.
That was great too.
Yeah,
that all the wrestlers were coming. Like I think there was even like a dead one showed up.
Did they come like running in one at a time and jump in and? Come on!
No, they all just sort of came at the same time.
Wouldn't it have been funny if the music would have played and here would have come somebody running in and fucking jumping the ring?
Next thing you know, Chris Benoit's there. Give me a kid to kill.
Ooh.
Ooh. Starting off the new year like that. Hey, war's war. War is war.
Yeah.
I called out a friend the other day. And I was like, hey, man, get your wife under control. She has a picture with my enemy up.
Who's your enemy?
You can probably figure it out if you think too much. He's like, I can't control that. They've been friends forever. It's like, there's no friends in war, sir. And he goes, you're right.
You're right. I take no fucking prisoners.
You're right.
Hey, you know what? Actually, we'll probably get to that.
What are we getting to? May as well get to it. I got nothing else going on right now.
Well, I've got 2 big fuck yous, but that'll all be at the end.
Fuck yous are at the end, yeah.
Yeah.
You an asshole?
I do.
All right, well, let's pop out on asshole. Okay. The first asshole of the year, as they say in France.
Asshole of the week.
Asshole of the week. My asshole
of the week
is Nicholas Marchetti.
He's an asshole.
He's an asshole.
He might hold this against you, by the way. He don't like
He can hold it against me if he wants to.
Okay.
But, if you can't take constructive criticism, then what the fuck is your problem? All year long, he said, the only two teams in the fantasy league that have a chance to win are this guy and this guy. This guy and this guy. Well, that guy and that guy didn't win. Okay?
Who was his picks?
His picks were you and I believe Harry Guy. But neither one of those guys won. Well, our fantasy league just concluded, in case you guys didn't know, because every now and then we talk about fantasy. And I just think it's so funny because, Nick kept going and going and saying the only two people that have a chance to win are this guy and this guy. And neither one of them won. So in that sense, he's an asshole.
Yes. Well, it came down. You're not my asshole, Nick, because I like that you had faith in me, buddy. And I tried for you. I tried for you, little man. I tried as hard as I could.
Yeah, you made it to the finals.
And the belt right here, this was between me and him, all right? So this makes sense that the belt, no matter what, we knew was going to stay in the studio. Yeah. So I already felt like a winner, regardless, because I knew I was already going to win money. I already had the highest score of the year, so I already knocked off one of the money barriers there. I was either going to get second or first, whatever. I didn't get first. I put up a good fight, guys. I put up a good fight. I thought I had no chance. I was down by 60 going into the last day, and I only ended up losing by like 10, so I feel pretty good about it, but Chris won, and there's his title. I can't take it away from him.
And the one thing that I'm not going to do is gloat.
No, why would you do that?
But I'm not going to.
Yeah.
But I will say that I don't think there's one person in this fucking league that truly gave me a chance to win it. Everybody said, oh, your team's okay. Your team's okay. But the best team is this one, and Joe and Harry Guy.
I give you a chance.
The belt's right here.
I give you a chance.
Okay?
And here's
There's no asterisk. Nobody had a heart attack and caused people not to play.
Yeah.
The bull fucking raided the China shop, and the belt is sitting right here. Okay, greener pastures, people. It's going right here. There's two things I know, people, and that's football and death.
Football and death. Yeah, you are.
I won them both. It's a good year for me.
Double champion, dude. Double champion. That is impressive. Yeah, congratulations, dude. The fantasy football league is a big deal to a lot of us, even though it's not a huge money deal.
Just bragging rights.
He wins $700, which is a good chunk of money, but it's nothing going to change your life. But the bragging rights and the belt mean everything. We talk shit to each other all year long. I will say that I did think you have a chance. In fact, I say you ruined my chance, not only by beating me in the final game, of course, but my pick, the whole offseason, as soon as I got my number and seen at the slots, I was a Saquon guy. I wanted Saquon. You had the, I believe, number 8 pick, and I had the number 9 pick.
Or I had 10.
Well, then I had 11.
Yeah.
Or something. You were right in front of me.
Yeah, I had 10.
You were right in front of me. I know that because I was going to take Saquon if he was still there. He was not still there because you had taken right in front of me. That major season, I ended up taking Garrett Wilson in the first round, which ended up being a fucking bust. I ended up trading him halfway through and got Montgomery out of him and everything else. So, I'm fine with how things worked out with my season. I made it to the Super Bowl. I thought I wasn't going to do shit, but you blocked me twice. You blocked me getting 2 defenses. One of them didn't matter, but the finals, you blocked the defense. You picked up the defense. They scored 19 points. My defense only scored 6 points. Therefore, right there is the difference. And that's coaching, dude. You did it.
I didn't make a shit ton of moves throughout the year. I never do.
Did you purposely block me, or were you literally just looking for a defense?
I had the Bengals defense.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was scared to death that they weren't going to give me anything.
Yeah.
So I went on there and I literally looked for defenses. I grabbed 2 defenses
because I was able to stream defenses all year and I'm not sure about this, but I bet you if you looked at my total points from defenses for the year, it was top 3. Even though I streamed all year, I got pretty lucky at picking out the right ones and stuff.
Well, I had faith in that defense.
Well, I shouldn't say lucky. I'm fucking talented. All right, and that's why I have now had 3 second place finishes and 1 first place finish. So I'm always up there, but I'm like the Buffalo Bills that they finally pull off at least one championship. You know what I mean?
Well, like I said, I'm not doing the gloating dick thing. I'm happy I won because honestly, all year long, I was in first place at the beginning. I was 4-0, and I kept telling myself, you got a good team here.
You got a championship and a half now.
And and then when Puka went down, everybody's like, "Oh, Tease is done. Tease is done." Well, I wasn't done. And all these people like Nick and Harry Guy coming to me going, "Hey, Puka's out. Give him to me. I'll trade you this." Fuck you. I didn't make trades.
Yeah.
I kept what I drafted and maybe picked up 1 or 2 on the wire waiver. So waiver wire.
Waiver wire.
Fuck you guys. It's right here.
My asshole of the week is Sheev. Sheev. I think that's how you said the fucking douchebag's name. I don't know. I pull up last night.
Who's she?
I don't know exactly. I pull up last night about 1:30 in the morning in front of Newport on the Levee, going their little circle about to pick someone up. I'm driving my Ubers. It was New Year's Eve. Big money night. This guy was a plus $26 surge. For all you guys that don't drive, that means you get paid whatever you would normally get paid plus $26. So it's a significant amount of...
yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, it's a significant, increase. And this was a short ride. This was only back into the city. So I was making something like $35 to go basically 5 minutes. So it was a good ride as far as money's concerned. All right, I pull up.
Now, where was he going?
Over by Main Street downtown.
Okay, so it was a short ride, but you were getting a lot of money.
Exactly. Yeah. So it was a good ride. That's what I consider a good ride because now you're sticking in that giant bonus zone.
Yeah.
Normally you'll get a $40 ride, but now you're out in Florence, and now you got to drive back to Cincinnati to get back in any kind of bonus zone.
Yeah.
So if you stay in the bonus zone, you can really fucking kill it. Theories out there on Uber and Lyft. Anyhow. So this was a great ride. I was excited for it. I was going to get back into the city, get hit out in there a couple more, see what happens. I pull up to the levee, and I'm pulling up, and it's packed obviously, and there's a bunch of people waiting outside. And then I hear some guy yell, "Jason!" And he's like, "1 second," and it's some kind of Arab dude or Indian dude or some sheev, whatever a sheev is. He's
I don't know, but in the Catholics bring in the sheaves.
He's up on the stairs. I see him up on the stairs. Talking to someone. I can't see who he's talking to. They're blocked, but he's right there smoking a cigarette and talking to someone. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe he's waiting, whatever. I wait 4.5 minutes, and this motherfucker's still sitting on the stairs smoking and talking it up. And my temper is just rising. Yeah. Rising. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to turn on Lyft real quick and see what happens. If I get a better offer, I'm fucking leaving. Hit Lyft. Automatically got a bigger offer.
Well, how can you? Oh, Lyft.
Yeah, because this was Uber. Yeah. So I just rolled down my window like, "Hey, Sheev." Yeah. I was like, "Go fuck yourself. Enjoy waiting."
Did you say that?
And then I canceled it and drove off. But fucking asshole, man.
You said go fuck yourself.
It was a 13-minute drive to get there. Oh. I was damn near in Fairfax when I took the order. So he had 15 minutes or so to get his shit together to be ready.
Yeah.
When I got there, he's still making me wait 5 minutes as he's just sitting there smoking, talking shit with people. Fuck you, dude. This is 1:30 on New Year's Eve. This is my Super Bowl. Yeah. All right? Like literally as a Lyft and Uber driver.
What was the look on his face when you said go fuck yourself?
I got out of there quick in case he was a big tough guy. I didn't want to get beat up, dude. I'm a pussy.
There's no tough Middle Easterners.
You're probably right. He looked kind of big from far. He looked like one of those guys that probably run a gas station in real life, but they also look like they could probably kill you. Oh, he had that look, so whatever. I wanted to get the fuck out of there. And by the way, when I was getting out there, I seen an old craps customer with a gun strapped on him, fucking directing traffic. When do we need armed guards to direct traffic?
I don't know, man.
He had full military outfit.
But these days you need armed guards for everything.
I mean, you would know him if I said his name. He's not a bad guy or anything. It was just crazy. That's his job is I guess to do that. But what the fuck do you need to look like you're in the military to direct traffic for? He had a big ass gun. He's in full alpha, look like a cop, outfit, but like a cop that's about to go into battle. What the fuck is going on here? Just hanging out in the corner at Newport directing traffic. It was fucking weird.
I wonder what he got paid for that.
I don't know. I see him in that outfit every so often, so obviously he works for some kind of security place, but I don't know why they needed that kind of fucking security.
I didn't know private security companies were allowed to have guns.
I don't know how it works. Yeah, why wouldn't you be able to?
Well, it's legal, I guess.
Yeah, well, just in general. I mean, everybody that runs those Brinks trucks and shit have guns. Those are private.
Yeah, they are.
You can have a gun. I just
don't. The guy directing traffic doesn't have $13 million in the back of the truck.
Yeah, no, it's definitely weird that he was, directing traffic dressed like that. But whatever.
Hey, so
who am I?
You got a new bit, don't you?
I kind of got a new bit. I was kind of wanting to. This is something I kind of want to start doing. Yeah, just keep on patting that.
Dude, I'm proud of it because honestly, if you look, besides like Patrick, I guarantee I had the fewest roster moves.
Yeah,
I had faith in what I drafted.
Good for you.
My quarterbacks didn't do shit all year. Shit. Jordan Love. Fuck you. I'll never take you again. Oh my God, what is that?
Sir? This is the new segment we got. It's the tinfoil hat segment. We're going to have a song and everything. It'll be a lot more cool once we get it going because we'll come back and have the hat on and be ready. So I kind of had to. Anyways, this is my tinfoil hats.
It looks good.
And when I'm wearing this,
it doesn't look good.
When you wear this tinfoil hat, there's something about it that just makes you see and tell the truth. All right.
That's what it is.
You see through things. The normal people be like, oh, I don't know, whatever, dude. And I'm like, nah, man, I see, bro. I can see through it. I can see the truth. I can see the whatever. And I put this on.
So it's a magic hat.
It's a magic hat.
When you put it on, you see things that
maybe other people
factual.
wouldn't see. Yeah. And what I noticed the other day, I'm driving around in the hood, as I do.
In the hood.
As my job makes me do occasionally. I got to drive around in the hood.
No doubt.
And I pull up to this stop, and I'm about to turn right when I look up, and I notice no right turn. There's no reason to have a no right turn sign right there unless you're in the hood and you're looking for a reason to pull people over so you can search their cars and be dicks. And my theory is in black neighborhoods, there's more no right turn signs than anywhere else in the world. And I think that's a tool by the man to harass the black man, and I'm fucking sick of it. So we're joining together, boys. We're joining together, and we're going to take down these fucking no right turn signs because I can turn right. Why can't I turn right? I can see the traffic. What the fuck's the problem? I can turn right on Beachmont. Why can't I turn right on Reading? All right?
A whole bunch of black people just last night were trying to kill you.
What? When?
Led by Kendrick Lamar and the rest of his people.
Yeah, maybe the blacks don't like it. I'm not sure. I'll have to check that.
Maybe they're really not liking this.
I don't know.
Kendrick Lamar and all his boys tried to kill you, and you had to get the gays and the wrestlers to bail you out.
You're right. But I'm putting this hat's on right now. I can see if that was the truth, and it's not the truth.
Oh, it's not the truth. Okay.
Not the truth. The truth is they're trying to keep the black man down one traffic sign at a time, sir. All right. So now all of a sudden, oh, you turned right when you wasn't supposed to. Well, no one was in danger. In fact, no one was even around. But now we're going to pull you. What do I smell? Crack.
Marijuana.
Crack. Do I smell crack?
Does crack have a smell?
Shh, it doesn't matter. They're cops. They're assholes. They'll just make shit up. I smell heroin. And then they bring their dog, and then next thing you know, they're German shepherds eating fucking the black dude on the side of the corner, and they're taking all their stuff, and people are in jail. I see what you're up to, the man. I see what you're up to.
The man.
All right. Oh,
I want to see if this really works.
Okay. Dude, I promise you it does. I don't know about that. Oh. Preach it.
Oh, my God.
Preach it. Preach it. That's a good looking hat.
Oh, my God. You
can see things, can't you?
Yes.
You can see the truth.
Taylor Swift is really in a relationship with Dennis Rodman.
She's fucking Dennis Rodman?
Yes.
Does she know about his broken dick?
Hold on a second.
All right.
I'm seeing things. It's all starting to come clear. Not only is Taylor Swift in a relationship with Dennis Rodman, she's also a communist. It's coming to you.
Well, we knew that, right?
As it turns out, oh my God, this thing's amazing.
Dude, it's the best.
As it turns out, Taylor Swift has been seeing Dennis Rodman for years. When she became Tay-Tay and her tickets were costing more than a small car, Dennis Rodman is in real tight with Kim Jong-un.
Of course.
Kim Jong-un has recruited Taylor Swift for money to build a nuclear arsenal. Okay, here it comes.
Fuck, dude, this is deep.
The Chinese
you knew they were going to be
involved. Wrote all the code to go on the Ticketmaster website so all of their people could buy the tickets, scalp them.
That's what they did.
Ship the money to North Korea to build a nuclear arsenal. Taylor agreed with all this because her lover, Dennis Rodman, is secretly in like this with Kim Jong-un, and they're paying Travis Kelce 10% to go along with it and act like a boyfriend.
Dude, you better watch it.
Oh my God.
You just saw the future and the truth. You know, do you think that's right? I would imagine.
No wonder her tickets are so expensive.
Yeah, dude. If you guys ever want to get one of these, I ordered this back in April from Temu for 39 cents. I just got it last week, but it fucking works.
And if all you Tay-Tay people really think she's that good now, how do you feel now that she's going after you?
So let's break this down. She is. Tay-Tay is getting the dick from Dennis Rodman, and we know Dennis Rodman sends out the powerful dick.
Oh, yeah.
It's been broken 3 times, put back together. He's got like the Terminator of dicks, all right?
Yeah.
And it's seen every woman in the world that was worth a shit. You know, he's traveled all the holes.
Him and Kim are like this.
And so, yeah, and him and Kim, they really get along. They connect on basketball, apparently. I don't know what they're up to, but either way, they've been buddies for a long time. That's a well-known thing. Rodman goes over to North Korea and chills with their dictator. Whatever. It's Dennis Rodman. I mean, if it was anybody else, we'd all be like, well, that's fucking, you can't do that. But when Dennis Rodman does it, you're just like, oh yeah, it's Dennis Rodman. All right. Yeah. It makes sense that he'd go hang out with a dictator in North Korea. So he's giving the dick to Taylor, but not even secretly. I mean, I don't know if she's mesmerized by the dick or if she's just really into communism, which could be, because we all know that she was a Kamala supporter, so she's definitely a communist.
But she also knows that some of these rich white bread suburbanites are not going to spend $2,000 a ticket to do anything for a girl that's dating Dennis Rodman.
No, you got to hide that. Yeah. So you put Travis Kelce, he's a good looking guy, all American kind of dude. And he's dumb as shit. So he doesn't know what's going on. They just, they give him a lot of money, give him all the weed he wants.
10%.
Yeah. He's doing fine. He does his little podcast with his brother. And I say little, it's fucking huge. But we know his brother is really the cool one.
But it all makes sense now.
But yeah. So, and then it's the build the nuclear arsenal for North Korea?
Build a nuclear arsenal and give money to Kim, basically to strengthen North Korea. And they were thinking, what's the easiest way to get money? Dennis's girlfriend has access to billions.
And we know those Chinese know how to break into our systems.
They wrote the code, and it's all the North Korean people that are buying these tickets and scalping them for fucking 100 times what they're worth. And all that money's going to Kim. Partly to build nuclear arsenal, partly to build him another castle, keep his people down, whatever. But Tay-Tay is making her boyfriend happy.
Hey, you guys heard her here first.
That's how it went.
That's how it went. So the man's trying to keep the black man down with those fucking no right turn signal signs, and Tay-Tay's up to some shit, man. And that, the bigger news out of that was that she was fucking Dennis Rodman. Good for her.
Well,
I was always thinking like, well, Travis Kelce is kind of lame, but
did she not pick the perfect guy to buddy up to?
Who?
Kelce. Everybody loves Kelce.
Yeah, everybody likes Kelce.
So they're like, okay, these suburbanites will buy all the tickets in the world for Tay-Tay. They love her. She's dating Travis Kelce.
It's working, man. It's working, dude.
Wow,
good for them.
That hat.
Give you a headache?
No, it didn't give me a headache. It was like I was on like 100 hits of acid, and my whole brain just said, okay, I'll work now. And the whole thing. Use 10% of your brain. With that hat on, you use about 80%.
Hey, speaking of 10%, did you know women are dumb? I just found this out the other day that their brain is literally 10% smaller than men's.
Well, it's in a correlation to
Shut
their
up.
size.
They're dumb.
Okay.
They got smaller brains, and this is why they suck. I told him.
You know who said that first?
Who?
Ron Burgundy.
Oh, did he?
You're just a girl with a small, tiny brain.
Well, he was right the whole time. I didn't really pay attention. It was scientifically proven.
It's a fact.
It's 10%. So, they say it don't mean anything, but whatever, dude. Let's say the same girl's about 10% of a dick. Don't mean anything then. All right.
It means a lot.
So shut up. That 10% brain's a lot, you small brain motherfuckers.
You're just a girl with a small brain. It's a fact.
I pissed some girl off last night. I was doing one of those things where it was a husband-wife combination. And
I did one of those last week.
Well, you do a different kind of.
I got good pictures too, but I didn't like these pictures. Real quick before you say that.
Oh, go on.
Did the bodybuilder thing?
Yeah. Oh, okay. You hooked up with Triple H in China
a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he got some pictures.
Okay.
They weren't flattering
of
not
you
to me. Yeah. I mean, the thing about it is, I know what I look like. Okay. But these are weird angle pictures.
Buddy, you're not going to look. I mean, I understand what you're saying, and you appreciate your dick. So I'm sure any like just dick and pussy pictures or dick only, they probably look fine to you. But if there's ever going to be any kind of outward where they're going to see your butt or any other part of you, it's not going to look good, dude.
It wasn't really.
You're an old sack of shit.
I was laying on my back.
Yeah.
Okay. Legs open, her riding.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, good size set of nuts. Everything's balled down there. Does my crack really look like that? I mean, the whole point is the dick looked good going in, and it even had like a couple drops of stuff running down it. It was a good shot until you looked below the balls, and I went, I got a long crack. Why is my crack so long?
Oh, dude, you're Papa Long Crack.
I didn't know it was long the other way. It looked like it was going up to my balls.
Oh.
I didn't see any taint there.
You lost your taint?
I've got good sized nuts, and they were hanging over the taint.
You're all butthole now?
No, they were hanging over the taint. But the whole point is, normally I look at the pictures and go, all right. I looked at this one and said, I would appreciate it to zoom in a little bit more.
Man, that's crazy. You've been living your whole life with a long asshole.
Didn't know it.
Well, no, what that mirror before?
Yeah, but what that tells me,
it's growing.
No, tells me the balls are sagging a little.
I think it's growing. All that shit you sticking up your ass is making your asshole longer.
A set of beads here and there and a finger.
Yeah, every once in a while.
I think the nuts are finally sagging a little. They didn't look saggy, but they literally now
what would that matter?
Cover my entire taint. Because they say old people's balls sag.
No, I get the balls sagging, but I wouldn't think that would change the length of your taint.
It covered the taint, so you couldn't see it. So all you saw is nuts and crack right underneath it. And the whole point is, I'm looking at it going, another picture, you could see nuts, 2-3 inches of taint, and then the crack started.
Okay.
Now it was just nuts, crack. So it's like, where's that 2-3 inches of taint?
Dude, I think your butthole's growing.
It was my crack, not my hole.
Oh, it's the same thing.
The whole point is, it's like, they don't look saggy, but are my nuts starting to sag?
You're getting that old woman ass that makes it just makes their butt crack super long, goes all the way to their balls.
I don't look repulsive. I certainly don't look good. And if there was a porno movie and I saw a thumbnail of me, I'm skipping it.
Of course, dude. I don't want to watch elderly porn. I skip any gray hair.
But the whole point is, it's like, my taint just disappeared.
You know what? I was on a different thing. I watched one of those backroom casting couch videos there. You've seen them, right?
Oh, yeah.
That guy has one of the most unimpressive dicks and bodies I've ever seen in porn. He's he's like kind of fat, and he's
got a dad bod.
And he's got like just a normal, maybe 6-inch, maybe.
Yeah.
And it's not thick, and it has a gross vein. Ew.
Have you watched
It's upsetting that porn has got so popular. You know,
well,
it's a big
he blurs
porn.
his face out. He doesn't even have to get blasted on public.
No, that's fine. I'm not looking at honestly, I'm not looking at any of it, but you notice the dick just because you're watching porn, and it's just like, how is this guy fucking, and these girls act like it's good. They're lying.
Well, he's lying to them. I can get you jobs. I can get you
that's all set up, dude. That's not real. Like they wouldn't sign off on that shit. That's not real. That's
You don't think it's desperation? Girls come in there looking to be porn stars?
No, maybe looking to be porn stars, but if you're looking to be porn stars, I don't consider it the same as I'm trying out for fucking,
The Voice?
Yeah, it was anything, you're trying out for like a play, and the next thing you know, like,
fake taxi guy's got a giant cock.
Oh, yeah, well, most of them.
Oh, fucking giant.
That's what I mean. A lot of them are like that. I think the fake taxi guy is just a spinoff of the Bang Bros, because that guy used to be on Bang Bros too.
Hey, honey, you're short of the fare? We can take care of that. Stoing.
What was I talking about originally that got us this?
You were talking about women.
Oh, this was not even that important. We got a better conversation now. See, that's the good thing. You start a conversation and you move on. Next thing you know, you're talking about Chris's long asshole, and then you move on to the next thing. Hey, I did want to get your opinion on this, and this is kind of a serious topic. We haven't really had any serious topics today, and it's not super serious because who gives a shit in the end?
Yeah.
And I don't even know how to say the fucking guy's name really, but the Vivek Ramaswamy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? And apparently, he came out with a statement basically saying that American cultures make Americans just kind of mediocre, and that's why they have to go and do these foreign visas to bring these Indians and Asians and shit over, because Americans just basically aren't smart enough, and it's our culture's the reason, because we don't value being great. We value mediocrity and the high school prom queen and the football stars who's the heroes in American culture and not the science guy or whatever. So he basically shit on.
You agree with any of that? There's parts.
There's 100% parts, but I wonder if those parts are just from being told that over and over again, because what the fuck would I know?
Who would have told him that?
Here's what the truth is. Regardless if this is the truth or not. And Vivek, how he got famous? Or how he got rich, rather?
No.
It was a pump and dump. He's a pump and dumper. The guy tries to act like he's this fucking scientist, and don't get me wrong, he's smart as fuck. He went to Harvard. Yeah. But he did a pump and dump where he bought the fucking license to some kind of Alzheimer's drug that they pumped up. He took all of his money out. Turns out the drug doesn't fucking work, of course. He made shitloads of money. Everybody else just got ripped off, and old people got to take some pills that didn't work for a while. So, just a moral as fuck.
See, I think different when I hear pump and dump.
Yeah, I know. Pump and dump is a funny thing. And you hear it all the time economically, and every time I hear it too, I think it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Like your dumb brain goes back, I'll give her a pump and dump.
Oh, it's anonymous. A wife calls and says, I'm leaving my hotel room door open, come in, fuck me and leave. That's a pump and dump.
Yeah, no, I get you that. But it's a financial thing too. It's how the Kennedys got rich. It's how a lot of people get. And that's how this guy got rich. He's a piece of shit. He's a Wall Street piece of shit. But anyhow, he did say that, and you can look at that and go, I do get the Indian culture definitely does value education more than American culture, blah, blah, blah. But we do have all these fucking universities in America, all these Ivy League schools. You're telling me that we don't have good people? And if your idea is America first, and this is the whole platform of MAGA, is the American first thing, and then the people that you're putting in charge, because Elon Musk came out and supported them and said, yeah,
he did.
Neither of these two, I think Vivek or whatever his fucking name is actually American. Elon Musk isn't even American. I don't give a fuck about your opinion, dude. And everything Elon Musk said,
no, I hate Elon Musk.
Yeah, I really hate him now because everything he says and does right now, it's all just for his own profit. 100%. And if anybody can't see that, they're fucking retarded. And that I think was what this is kind of showing, because when the back's against the wall, these guys don't give a fuck about American. They don't care about America. They want whatever is best for them. And the truth is, whether the Indians and the Asians are smarter than the Americans or not, I'm not sure. The innovations that came from America far surpasses any of these countries. So you're telling me we're not smart all of a sudden? But anyhow, regardless, the truth is these Americans are coming out of college and their jobs and with these kind of educations should be making about $150,000, $200,000 a year. They can bring these Indian guys over and pay them $70,000. And that's what it fucking boils down to, is people like Musk and Ramadan Ding Dong. They don't give a fuck about anything else but their own profit. And if now all of a sudden Musk is one of the biggest people that use this program, and brings all these Indians and Asians over to work for Tesla because he can pay them shit compared to what he would have to pay the Americans. That's why they support it. There's nothing to do with them being smarter or better or anything like that. It boils down to money. They can get cheap labor, so why not? I mean, it's still not cheap, but it's going to be cheaper than the American labor. So of course they're going to fucking do that. And then these people not only want their chance to be in America, so they're going to take less. It's all a selfish fucking act. And you can't tell me that America is first and then also let's take in all these fucking foreigners and not give the Americans the job when we have qualified people.
How is it that as Americans, the southern border, we say, okay, you Guatemalans, you Mexicans, you can't come in, but we'll take half the country of India. Come on over.
Yeah.
Why is this?
Because India is more educated.
So basically,
the rich people care. Well, not all of them. I mean, believe me, there's a good portion of people that don't want immigration stopped. Regardless what they say out loud, they rely on that labor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it seems to me in the last 5 years,
it's just a different kind of labor.
It's half Indian in this country.
It's a different kind of labor, but both sides are guilty of this. So now Trump really hasn't came out and said much on this. I don't think, has he?
No,
I think he's kind of staying in the back. But
he's staying on the southern border.
There is a sect of that party now that are really, getting into it over this shit. And they're saying it's the tech bro types that are now Republicans and the old school Republicans. I mean, these are not people that match up idealistically. They may have all signed on to Trump for a little while, but idealistically, they're not the same fucking people.
I guess the problem that I have, and I don't have a problem with Indian people. I don't. But here's the problem I have. No, I really don't. Although, like I said, there seems to be thousands and thousands of them coming in.
My dad don't like them. I can tell you that.
But I can tell you this right now. I was watching a thing on some documentary on Netflix. It's something to the tune of like $2 or $3 billion a year that's being scammed out of Americans, all from Indian-based companies.
Yeah.
the scammers, the phone scammers, they're Indian. Mm-hmm. So if we're going to welcome half the country of India here, why isn't the president going to them and saying, well, you need to help us stop these fucking scammers. Out. You need to crack down on these fucking people that are stealing billions of dollars from Americans every year.
I don't know how happy the Indian government is with us taking their smartest people either. You know what I mean? They probably want to keep them for themselves, so they're probably not big into these programs.
Well, we're taking most of their smartest people and educating them, and a large percentage of them go back.
Some of them. A lot of them get their education too in Europe or in India. They got some good schools if you got money. Because these are also, that's another thing, is India has a big class system. Yeah. So like these Indians aren't, we're not, the poor Indians aren't coming over.
No.
You know, these are the pretty, rich Indians that put their kids in the medical schools and stuff like that. Exactly. And their kids come over. So it's not like we're helping poor Indians. It's not like the Guatemalans where literally their backs against the wall and they're about to fucking die. No, these people, they're from a decent, most of them, not all of them, but are from a decent lifestyle over in India. They're part of the upper class. But
I guess my whole point is, the scamming thing is a pretty big deal here. Mm-hmm. And it seems to me like if the president was to say, hey, look, we're welcoming a lot of Indian people. Put some heat on them.
Yeah.
Because these scammers are working in mainstream public buildings. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They're working in Karoo Tower and shit like that. These organizations are running out of there.
Well, it's a numbers game over there, too.
It is, but the whole point is, hey, we're really putting a lot of fucking money in the Indian government and the Indian people. Mm-hmm. You need to crack down on this shit and bust some of these fucking people.
Yeah. Or, hey, fucking don't fall. Stop answering your phone. This guy, he fucking answers
his phone.
The whole
point is,
I don't want no windows.
$3 billion or something was scammed from fucking American people. And not to say the Europeans.
There's a part of me, though. There is a part of me that's pure Darwinism on this kind of stuff.
But they're scamming these old people that aren't as smart and as street smart as you or anybody else. These old people that are on fixed incomes that happen to have a pension, their husband died. Hey, honey, your computer's being fucking hacked. And
they're taking advantage of idiots. I mean, that's definitely happening. But they're, whatever. I guess, I have always said, 75, 80, maybe 80 is pretty good. Just take them out back and shoot them. I mean, do we really need people older than 80?
Well, ask me that question when you're 79.
I'm never going to be 79, buddy. If I get to 69, I'll answer it because maybe if I made it to 69, maybe I got a chance. But no, I'm not going to hit 69.
People are living longer, dude.
Yeah, skinnies.
No, fats too.
Dude, I don't know any fat 80-year-old ever.
James Earl Jones was not thin when he died.
He's rich. Rich, maybe you can make some. They can do some things. I don't know. Was James Earl Jones fat his whole life?
He wasn't fat.
I don't remember. He was just a big dude, right?
Yeah, he wasn't fat ever. Yeah. He was just a big dude.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I didn't think James. Earl Jones...
dad bod. You know what I'm saying? He was
dad bod. All right. Do we have anything else to get to? What do we got?
I think that's a pretty good show.
Do you want to start off the new year with one of those games you play?
Games.
What's your prize?
Oh yeah, and I have one.
You got a prize?
No, I've got a Would You Rather.
God damn it, we never have that song.
Because my son and I were going through this one, and I really kind of like this one.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right. Well, then we'll just have to sing it, of course, and that works. All right. And then there's the screen, and
that's not even
the screen. What was that?
Would you rather? Would you rather? Would you rather? Would you rather?
I don't remember. Is that
it?
Okay.
Yeah. All right, now.
Would you rather?
First of all, I'm a proud dad of my little one.
Proud? You're only proud of that one?
No, I'm proud of all of them. But the little one being 12.
Oh, I forgot about my little one.
He really educates himself on like world events and things. Mm-hmm. He's really smart. I mean, he can tell you political stuff. He's interested in it. I was watching, he was watching this YouTube video.
That's funny. You're like, your kid's telling, like, the history and all this stuff, and I'm like, yeah, my kid told the doctor yesterday he likes when he plays Call of Duties and the brains explode.
My son loves that too.
Okay,
but he loves that too.
Would he tell the doctor?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, the little nightmares thing got us in trouble for a while.
Yeah.
But he goes, Dad, you got to look at this show. Come in here, and it was about that like world's most inbred family, the Wilkersons or whatever.
I think you told me about that.
Okay, so we're watching this, and the woman who's sitting there, the only one that looks halfway normal. And the guy interviewing her says, hey, what do you think of that guy? And she went, and she started hitting him on top of the head. Mm-hmm. And it put a Would You Rather in my head.
All right.
If you could take any 3 people from history, Hitler, Manson, whatever.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
And remove them from existence. They were never here.
Okay.
But you had to live with that family for a year, have sex with that woman and any of the other.
I knew as soon as you did that, I'd have to fuck her.
Yeah.
I know.
You have to live there.
Fucking that lady.
You have to, sit there while, cousin Zeke and cousin Vicky Lynn are fucking in the corner. You're part of the Wilkerson family and you're fucking all the girls there. For a year, but you could erase 3 people from history. Would you do it? And who would those 3 people be?
No.
You wouldn't save 6 million people from the Holocaust.
No. Not for a lifetime of fucking an inbred.
A year. 1 year.
A year is a lifetime in that situation. All right, I think I might
How about
die.
this? You work your regular Monday, Friday. You go over there on Friday and you come back Sunday night.
No,
every weekend.
It's not happening. It's not happening. In fact, you tell me you're 3 fucking people, and I'll tell you a reason why each one of them would rather be alive than do that.
Hitler.
All right,
Stalin, Bin Laden.
All right, here, let's get it. Hitler, they're fine. You know what I mean? Like they rebound it. They rebound it fine. They're making good money. They got the Israel thing going. That's pretty badass,
6 to 9 million of them died.
Sometimes there's a couple eggs, dude. You got to break them to make a cake. All right, we got a cake. It's baking well. We got all sorts of candles in it. In fact, it's Hanukkah right now, so there's extra candles.
Is it Hanukkah now?
Yeah, until tomorrow, I believe.
8 days.
I'm very versed on Hanukkah right now because I'm waiting on a Jewish fellow to tell me an answer to a question.
Yes, you are.
And I don't know if he knows this or not, but he has the whole race. My opinion on their whole race is decided on his answer. All right, I might have a Hitler stash in 3 weeks if I get a bad answer. You never know. I'm just saying. Or I might be going around just punching Palestinians in the face just to help out. It's up to him. He's really got to decide. But regardless, outside of that,
you wouldn't do it.
So Hitler, I've told you, Stalin's a kind of tough one because Russia still sucks.
They say that Stalin actually killed more than Hitler.
Yeah, but they were his enemies. You know what I mean? They were bad people. Obviously, Stalin knew what was right, and they didn't. So he had to kill him. And I know a bunch of them were gypsies. And come on, does anyone want gypsies around? I mean, come on, dude. There's no one who's like.
I'm not crazy about the
gypsies. No pro-gypsy person. I mean, kind of when they come over in Spring Grove Garden cemetery every year and they decorate it, that kind of looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I don't really give a fuck about the gypsies. So Stalin, whatever. And then who was the last one?
Bin Laden.
Oh, Bin Laden? Do you like Pete Davidson? You think he's pretty good at comedy? You think he had a good movie or two?
I wasn't happy that his dad died. He's not my favorite comedian now.
Huh?
But I'm still not happy that his dad died.
He has the comedy gene. Maybe he would have been funnier if his dad stayed alive.
I actually don't think he's funny.
Yeah. He would have been funny. But his dad died, and it's hard to be funny. So
we erased Bin Laden, and that doesn't happen. Then he's fucking Bill Burr.
Exactly. And
so you want to get rid of Bin Laden, so you want to fuck Wilkerson lady. Hey!
No, I don't want to fuck her. I don't want to get rid of Bin Laden.
You have to if you want Pete Davidson's dad to survive. You got to get rid of Bin Laden.
I'm trying to think. You got to fuck her. This was the wrong angle. Let me flip this
around. Totally wrong angle.
Let's flip this around.
If you want Pete Davidson's dad around, Bin Laden has to go. And
think about what 9/11 did for tourism for New York. I mean, it was down for a little bit, but after that, they were coming from all over the world to take pictures in front of that hole. Because I actually went right after, not because of that.
You're the devil.
But I was, what? Why?
You're the devil.
I'm just telling you, New York tourism's important. I mean, it's big for the economy. They get those Airbnbs. They come in every year, take their picture in front of the hole. What's up?
New York's got terrorism regardless, or tourism regardless.
Nah, they were coming extra for that shit, dude. It worked out.
Oh my God.
All right, so what I'm saying, all that shit is makes more sense to me than fucking banging our inbred for 3 days a week.
What if, hypothetically, let's say a good friend of yours, someone whose opinion you respected, okay, last year was hiking across the U.S., stopped by their place and fucked her once, and said that was the best pussy I ever had. Would that change your mind? He said, man, this pussy felt like a vacuum.
I just wouldn't believe him and make fun of him.
Sucked his sheets up my ass.
Everybody lies every so often. I don't believe a thing.
No, this was a person who would never lie to you. So now you can erase 3 people and you can fuck every weekend somebody who has a Hoover pussy.
Don't you feel safer in the airports now, though? I mean, if that didn't happen, you'd still be willy-nilly. Who knows what would be going on in those
airports? I guarantee I'd never feel safer in my life than being in the Tard House. No one's coming around there.
Oh, they got strength.
Nobody's coming
Everyone knows about
there.
their strength.
Yeah, the only thing I got to be careful is every now and then, Cousin Ernie, get off there.
I think, you know what? I think, and that's true. Like, you've seen those movies like Eyes Have, or Hills Have Eyes and shit. Inbred people are actually the next step from, up from the R word people, all right, the mentally disabled.
The R word.
I'm trying to, it's my New Year's resolution to not get yelled at by my wife for saying that word. Not that I want to stop saying it. I just want to stop getting bitched at about it because I don't care that much. But anyhow, the inbred people are a step up. So if you think the R's are fucking strong, the inbreds are really strong, dude. So you really got to watch out for that shit.
Yeah, I mean, she's the only one near it.
Hey, since that one inspired by your kid, this is funny to me because not only is this my book of the month, which isn't a segment, but maybe it will be, who knows?
Okay.
All right. And this is a book that you would absolutely fucking find awesome because of the framework of it. This was the book that my son bought me for Christmas. I mean, just looking at the cover, and he's grossed out by it, he claims. In fact, he put tape over all the spots.
She's lovely.
Yeah. No, what this is though, it's a book by some guy's name I can't pronounce, and it is porn reviews. It's
Chris
over
Neratko.
It's over 150 porno reviews, but he never really reviews the porno. And a lot of times the porno is never even mentioned. Maybe he'll mention a lady, but it's usually, every Christmas he cuts his mustache into a Hitler mustache. Apparently he's a giant asshole, and he's definitely a giant asshole. But all it is fuck stories. Yeah. And it's all the girls that he's fucked and all the crazy shit and weird stuff he's put in girls' pussies. And he was like an alcoholic pillhead for like 20 years. Hung out with the Jackass crew. And
forward by a John.
Yeah, he worked for that Big Brother company or whatever that company they were all based off of and went from. He wrote for them and then wrote for Vice. But and for Vice, that's what it was, is he was just reviewing pornos, but what they give him money and he would just he'd get all fucked up and just write about some girl he used to fuck. And the stories are fucking hilarious. But you didn't think you were going to get a fuck story book from your son for Christmas. That's what threw me off.
On my tattoos.
Oh, dude, I'm serious. Like, if you read that, you'd die laughing at a bunch of them. It's probably your life if you were also a bad alcoholic and pillhead, and had nothing to live for. And more of an asshole, too,
no,
probably.
I want to read that.
Because he was an asshole. He was talking about fucking some blind girl, and he stuck his dick in her eye and stuff, after, like, just crazy shit, dude.
That is my story.
Oh, no, dude, it's great. You'll definitely like it, but the fact that it was bought by my 9-year-old son for Christmas for me just fucking cracked me up. I had a whole list of books, and this is the one he picked out, but then he pretended like he was grossed out. He's like, cover that up.
Don't cover that up.
Yeah, she's lovely, whoever she is.
And here's what else I really like. She's got a hand down there. She's tasting that one.
Oh, yeah, she's having a good time.
Oh, yeah,
you just leave her alone.
That one.
You just leave her alone. All right, let's get a fuck you and get the fuck out of here. You got 2 fuck yous, apparently.
Yeah, well, kind of.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Fuck you. We're both looking at our phones. Reading these 2 dipshits talking to each other. All right, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'm going
2
first.
Of them.
But my 2 were hairy guy and...
You're just talking more shit. You've won the championship, and now you're just going to sit here and talk more shit about it.
I'm not talking shit about you.
I know, but still.
And I'm not talking about shit about anybody else. I do want to talk a little shit about Matt.
Okay.
Because, I called Matt the other day to congratulate him on his 3rd place.
Yeah.
And he goes, hey, I did win 3rd. And I said, well, I think you did. I said, I don't really look behind me.
Oh.
Because all year long he was saying, I said, hey, my team did pretty good this week. I don't look behind me. Because he was in 1st place most of the year.
Hey, that's a good line. I like that.
Yeah. He goes, I just try. I look forward. I don't look back. So I had to throw that back in his face. But hairy guy and right. Fuck both of you. You each made 5,000 roster moves.
Man, you made Little Nick your asshole and your fuck you.
He's a friend.
It sounds like
but of course he's a friend. But throughout the year, he made 5,000 roster moves.
He did do that.
he not only did not make the playoffs, but he finished very distant.
Yeah.
Harry guy tried all these fucking maneuvers to fuck people, blah, 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 and my team's going to win. And he ended up sucking hind dick. So fuck both of you.
Fuck you guys.
And you know what? And fuck Harry guy who said that because you and me were in the finals, that it's rigged. He said that.
He don't mean that.
I know, but it doesn't matter. Fuck him anyway.
Yeah, you little
fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, nerd. Go fuck yourself.
Who's your fuck you?
My fuck. God damn, I forget my fuck.
By the way,
oh no, I didn't.
Arizona State's within 2.
Yeah, I don't care. That is crazy though.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I wouldn't have. I think I'm 0 for 2 so far. If I was actually betting, I'm glad I'm not betting.
Yeah, it's not over.
All right, my fuck you. I get warnings for some reason. Anytime that I never signed up for this, by the way, but anytime a house like in my general vicinity goes on or sells, I'll get like a thing like house on so and so.
Oh shit, they tied it up.
Don't care. It's going up $330,000. And it's like cool. I don't know why I care, but why am I getting this anyways?
Yeah.
The other day though, I get an email telling me such and such house, and this is a half mile down 4 mile, is remodeling their bathroom. Fuck you. I don't care. Fuck you multiple ways here. Fuck you to this email chain for ever telling me this. Fuck you to the government. Why do people have to report when they're redoing their bathroom? Why do you have to get a permit to remodel the inside of your own fucking house? And why do they let the neighbors know when you do it? What the fuck is going on here? I do not give a shit if you get a new vanity. All right? You changed your shower? Fucking whoop-de-doo. Why are you bugging me? Not that it's a bug. It's just an email. But what the fuck am I getting emails for? And why would anyone have to know if you had to remodel your bathroom? Hey. I can halfway understand if you're like, so-and-so's putting a chicken coop out back. So-and-so's building a giant something. But remodeling a fucking bathroom?
How about...
Fuck you.
How about dear Mr. Bauman? We just wanted to inform you that Bill on Patricia Lane lost 11 pounds last month.
Turns out it was all one giant shit.
Yeah, he's become healthier and a lot better to look at when mowing his lawn. We just wanted to let you know.
Ate 32 of those Taco Bell chicken nuggets. Didn't shit for 3 weeks.
Have you tried those?
Shit out 11. No, Anton told me they're delicious, but I haven't had them.
It's a fucking frozen chicken nugget.
Well, it's a nugget. Did you have them?
No.
Well, then shut up.
It's a chicken nugget. They all taste the same.
No, they don't. Come on. Dude, come on. All chicken nuggets taste the same.
Well, all the ones at fast food restaurants.
Do they?
Yes.
No. McDonald's has their own fucking thing with some weird shell that's a completely different chicken nugget than anything. That's what makes it the McNugget. It's different. You got
Wendy's is different because they don't fry them, right?
No, I don't think Wendy's and Burger King are similar, but Wendy's doesn't suck and Burger King does suck, so they're different there. Who else? Let's go down the fucking list. What else is there? There's Chick-fil-A. Those are like little chicken chunks. They're not even really nuggets. They're completely different, and they're all white meat. They're actually pretty decent.
I prefer the white meat.
And then I think Arby's is more like a chicken tender that they made smaller when they made them nuggets, but there was just a chicken tender. So every single one of them's different, dude. You're insulting my fat fucking knowledge here, dude. It's insulting. It's like when you said all fries taste the same regardless of their
never said that.
You didn't. Someone said it.
I've never said that.
Oh, yes, you did.
I hate certain fries. We've talked about how much I think Riley's fries suck. I don't know. I'm a crinkle cut guy.
I could have swore you said that there was a difference.
No, I did not.
All right.
Huge difference between fries.
All right, sorry.
That's
it. Game over.
You can kindly fuck off now. Please subscribe and share. Well, you can kindly fuck off now.